Here they are. Pop. Right there, dude. I jump up and throw it between my legs at them.
Do you like how much editing and funny the llama puts into your Overwatch content? Did I happen to teach you something today, or did you giggle? Well, one of the best ways to help support the channel, there's a little thank you button underneath the video on YouTube. Hit that button. Throw $1, $2, $5. You remember, llamas run on Dunkins.
The Angry Llama is made for adults who enjoy honest, crass, cutting reviews when we're talking fucking llama. Sensitive bipeds need not apply. Okay, so, first off, I wouldn't go out that door. I would go out this door. So, I'm gonna go out this door, but why?
Well, there's a health pack straight in front of you where you could put your teleporter.
Ooh, I do like that, okay.
And then you can go up the stairs on the right and not be with all of your team and get popped out of invisibility.
Okay, so we're avoiding a whole bunch of spam damage that comes through here, so why ruin that? But I also submit to you that a lot of players don't know to check your corners. So check your corners is kind of like is it a game term or a military term? I'm not a military guy, so I don't know. But I've heard it in games, and I think it's like, what do they call that? CBQT, Close Quarters Combat Training, CQ, doesn't matter. A Reaper, Tracer, other things can hang out here and just fuck up your team. I like to, especially because I'm a solo ladder troll. I don't talk in comms. I like to clear my corners because I don't want to be surprised. So, but like you said, it's really a nice spot to put your teleporter in there. For even more safety, you can put it right on top of there. Now we're running through. So our team is already moving out and over. We're running through here. I'm taking a quick look here. And if I see, like, let's say I see Orion running back from his flame strike and the rest of the team is effed. I mean, the rest of the team is in a good position back here. If I'm running by this door on Sombra and I see that opportunity, I take it. Otherwise, I'm going this way. I want to check out what's going on, see what's up. Now, team's in the choke. What do? Let me give you some options, multiple choice. Do you try to build up EMP by spamming here? Do you try to wait for an overextending tank and maybe hack here? Or do we go around and peek here? What do you think out of those three choices? Which one has the most effect on this map specifically?
So I'm torn between two. If you're waiting for someone to overextend, or if I guess it really depends, like what the other team is doing. Are they all together?
And what they have, right?
Yeah.
Because if there's two giant shields in front of you, that kind of dictates differently than if it's a Hog Zarya, right?
Right.
So when they run double shield, it's a great point. You brought up a great point because you really don't have all the variables to make a good decision. That's a good fucking point. So if you have two shields and they're back here, waiting for them to come all the way forward and kind of like run your team over to hack isn't a great solution. But if you're in bronze and they're literally playing here being meatballs, that is like the only choice. So it really comes down to, I guess, how much opportunity they're giving you here. I personally, what happens on choke fights? What happens to our team when they come around this corner in bronze, say?
Oh, you get just hit with like everything, and then it depends if the healers can keep them up or if we're just gonna all die.
Yeah, and it happens a lot. And then the tanks will come out here and they'll hold their shield. And it's kind of like a natural human thing to say, well, I'll hold the shield while you guys kill stuff. Instead of moving forward, kind of like a blitzkrieg attack, a lightning attack, if you will, they just stand there. So, in solo ladder, in the lower metal ranks, what am I doing? I'm not enabling my team on this point. I'm really not. Do you know how I enable them? I tank. What's tank mean, Jay? What's tank mean, Llama? It means I'm going to make space. How am I going to do that? Oh, I'm going to be so fucking annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably go here, unstealth. It's going to go, ba-wah, and like half the team's going to peel, and then your team, who's kind of dumb and will just stand there, will inevitably move forward the longer you can hold point. So, someone comes and fucks you. If it's only one person, take the fight. Bing! Right? And then hide that thing again. Get back. How'd your team do? This is my assessment. How did my team do? Did they get through? Did they get a pick? Are we even? You got to look at the kill cam if you're going to solo ladder troll. You got to look at the kill feed rather. So how are they doing? Are they only up against one here and the rest peeled back to fuck with me? Well, that's true. I'm going to hack this tank and then my whole team moves forward and we crush them. You can make so much space on a flanker like Echo, Sombra, Pharah, any of these 2 CP or these payload maps where you have to like take a point and then escort it. If you have to get through a choke, the only thing you need to get through a choke is space. You can make that space yourself. You don't need them. Even better if a monkey jumps over that building with you. Woo woo. Any questions?
No, not right now.
Kind of makes sense.
Yes.
All right, cool. Another spot that is great for Sombra when you are fucking with them is that way. Because let's say you're here. First, instead of just peeling for the point, if there's an opportunity with like a Zen way back here or an Anna way back here and their team is playing up there, you can hack them, try to fuck them up as you're touching the point. If you get that kill, you literally just got the choke for them, unless they're real bad. And then it's and then you leave, right? They see you come up here. What's that do for you? It peels the team even further away from your team. They have to now come up these stairs and chase you this way? Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, I hide it there. They don't even know. And then I come back and I look, like, they're going to eventually scream, somebody out of the Sombra! That's your job on this point. You just got to create chaos so they can get through this stupid choke. The idea is to not stand here. Not ever stand here. Try to make space. Unless they're really dumb, then you can take the opportunity. What do you think? First point, Eichenwalde.
I think it makes sense. I think where I start usually having questions is specific parts of the escort.
Okay. Let's get on the escort. First of all, where are you going once this point's taken and the truck here starts moving?
Well, it's bronze, so is anyone with the payload?
Let's pretend someone's gonna go with it.
Okay, great. Where am I going? So it depends where the other team is, but I don't usually do that door. I do the other one.
You don't usually do this door?
No.
Good. Why?
I've been killed in that door more than the other one.
Well, you know what? I mean, that's the result. But honestly, it's because it's such a spammable door. You spam from here, you spam from there, you spam from there, you spam from there. You can spam from over there, and everybody walks in here. So any spammer is just going to spam. It is the worst door to go through. You could go up and over. Let's say the fight is happening, you die, and you're trying to just get back to it. You go this way. Boom. I'm in the fight. You can wait the 1 second, the 3 seconds, and then get back in, or you could have thrown it back. You could throw it back over your thing, but now you're in the fight better. Don't go spawn, but remember, they see the locator too, and they're coming from this spawn, so you have to keep that in mind. Like, if you throw the locator up and over, they're going to see it, and then they might just dive it, and you're fucked. But definitely don't ever go this door on Sombra, very rarely. So, okay, you've come this way, now what?
So I usually, I'll look to see if I see anyone shooting out of the castle.
Like up here? Or the
in the windows, and the one that's right there.
Okay.
And if I don't, I'll run in there and try to find a place to put my teleporter.
All right, cool. So you throw your, sorry. So you throw your teleporter, say like here or something.
Yeah.
And then do you hack this pack or do you keep moving?
It's like 50-50. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It kind of depends.
Variables that make a choice.
It depends who's right around me. Like, if there's a ball right behind me, I'm not going to hack the pack because of the cooldown. I'm going to go for the ball first to help my team.
I like that. And it depends kind of like, is this right after the payload was taken? This door isn't open and we've got some setup time, like blah, blah, blah. Or, like you said, are there two people above us, the ball right here? Like, obviously don't hack it. I think one of the things I taught you way back when you started Sombra, this whole month and a half ago experiment, was when hacking lots of packs was important. Do you remember when to hack lots of packs because of the enemy composition? Like, when you see a composition that does what? When do you hack a lot of packs? This is very early in your training, my dear.
Yeah. Oh, God, do I remember? No.
Okay, that's okay. So the health pack is a resource. Who uses these resources in the game?
Ball.
Okay, Ball. Great. Who else? Do main tanks use it?
I don't see it that often. They're healed.
Yeah, they're doing their job. They're healing. So what kind of player uses these health packs and really relies on them?
So like DPS that don't have a self-heal?
Sure. And it starts with an F, it ends with anchor. They're called a...
Do you want to climb with the llama? Then you got to join the farm! Only 30% of the llama's viewers are subscribed. What horror! How can you expect to climb without the llama's daily fodder of views? Okay, hit your hooves on that sub button and we'll continue like none of this ever happened.
A player uses these health packs and really relies on them.
So like DPS that don't have a self-heal?
Sure. And it starts with an F, it ends with anchor. They're called a...
Oh, flanker.
There you go! All right, yes. Okay, so if the team has a lot of flankers, hack the packs. It's how they do business. Tracer's not getting heals from the back line. Neither is Ball, right? These are... Doomfist even, if you can get the packs, because he does a lot of his by just... Basically, high mobility flankers. Genji, take their packs. It literally... Sometimes the only way you're doing work is that pack is for you. And the moment Sombra takes it away, Tracer's a lot harder to play. Ball's a lot harder to play. Like, your engagements just got twice as long because you took that resource away from a composition that does what? Flanker. Yes! Flankers. I wanted to do the Sesame Street thing where you, like, count it out. Flanker. Flanker. Cool. So, if there's Ball, or there's Monkey... Oh, Monkey's fine. Basically, if there's flankers eating packs, hack them. Just because that, again, takes away their ability to have any heals. It's pretty
right. Cool. My only question would be, I don't know the last time that you played in, like, a solid, like, 800 bronze game. Literally anyone thinks they're a flanker.
That's a fair point. So, well, you know what? Who cares about if the composition's full of flankers? That just gives us some 10,000-foot view ideas. But really, when the game starts, are people flanking? Are they using health packs? I mean, you see Genji sometimes not do a single flank, especially in the low metal ranks. They know how to build up Blade and then use the Blade win a team fight. Great. So hacking the packs just because you saw a Genji and a frontline Sombra doesn't do anything for you. So more to the effect, are people getting to your backline and killing you? If they are, they're probably having pack usage. So if they're getting to your backline and killing them, think about hacking packs. If not, don't worry about it. And that way, composition won't really matter. You don't have to know who's a flanker and who's not. If people are coming to your backline, killing you and getting health packs, then probably time to hacky the packy. Hacky packy. Okay, so you go in here. The fight is here. Now what do you do?
Hey there.
The fight's right on that corner.
Yeah, where do you want to be? Where's a good spot?
So I kind of looking to see like exactly where the other team is positioned. If I can get like, no, other way. Turn around. If I can get a hack like standing up there where I can then die. Nope. Well, there, or you're not going where I'm trying to get you to go.
Here?
No.
Over there?
There. No, down.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Here.
Yes, that door where if I can do it where I'm like half in, half out, and then can immediately back away, I'll do it.
Oh, I like it. Oh, all right. So let's say you put your teleporter there, then you come up here and viz. Instead of right here, knowing your skill set. Okay. Once you get more comfortable with 1v1s and being able to take out backline squishies, your first move is really to clear the high ground. either clear or announce the high ground. What's up here? Can you push it off? Like, we'd rather own the space. But until you feel comfortable with that, this is awesome because they literally walk right by here. You can just sit here and just wait it out, right? They'll come in here or whatever, but wait for them to engage. Don't wait for them to walk by. Don't get too excited. I say this a lot, that patience is the difference between some of the ranks. And as they walk by, yeah, you could hack them, but now you're fighting 1v1 hacked with they have a backline. So instead, wait for your team and their team to engage. It's going to be super hard for you to wait because you feel like you're not doing anything. But what are you trying to win? Team fights. If that means hacking the Rhine here, or preferably you'd be standing here instead, so you're less gettable, it'd be better to be up here. You know how you said you like down there? I only like that because of how great this off angle can be, right? You can hide here, here, and then you can immediately back out to your pack. But I don't like how low it is and how accessible it is to, like, Roadhog can just come get you. Where if you're over here, Roadhog can't even, like, put a thought into coming to get you. He's like, fuck that. That's like a 5K. I usually get sponsored. The Heart Walk fucking helps people with cardiac issues and, you know, all that shit. But no, I'm not going to do it for free. So he says no to the Heart Walk and he just pushes forward. You're just too much of a pain in the ass. Another thing you can do is see if they have low ground characters. If they have all low ground characters, Sombra, you can just live up here. Don't even go back down. It's great. Okay, so we've gotten through this point. You've probably done some cheeky EMPs. Now we're on this bridge. Where do you go?
This is where I'm always a mess because you're always like, we'll take an off angle. Well, it's like straight. So do I go around through the castle to the side?
You're more comfortable with castle, and that's where I would send you personally. But if you weren't so comfortable with castle, and I knew your map ability, guys, everyone, NeuroCindy's a PhD. She's fucking brilliant, but she's got a spatial orientation thing where sometimes she gets lost in the middle of the map. It's brains. Brains have funny configs. She's got a spatial thing. So I know that maps are hard to keep in your head. So I would say other Sombras who don't have spatial kind of things would put their shit like this way because they're no longer in this spawn. They'd be in that spawn. So you'd throw your stuff this way. You'd run through here, through there. You'd end up at these stairs.
I'm out of here.
And then you'd be able to fuck with so much, right? So you're here, you're here, oh, my friend just killed a healer? That's what I'm doing. Bam, 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 right? I'm going to put my pack over here, my little teleporter. I'll wait for this idiot to just come by. I'll be on stealth, and they'll come by, and I'll just go, ah! And then when I do it again, I'm going to get even closer, because they're like, oh, they're not getting me this time. I'm going to super smart. When I run, ah! And that's 2 fights down. And people are like, Sombra, you haven't done shit. It's like, yeah, I've been living in Anna's colon. Like, fuck you. So you can do some shit there. That's kind of fun. You can get a really fat EMP from up here, obviously. But you got to kind of get set up for it, right? But honestly, this is not the easiest time for Sombra. It's just very wide open, which is kind of like iffy. But then when you get in here, it's really hard to Sombra on point 3. What do you do in here?
I'm out of here.
So we're on attack, right? Not defend.
Attack.
Okay. So I would usually go off to the right a little bit and look and see what's there. And if there's a way for me to like go either like straight back or basically like get away from people. So like
here?
Yeah.
I love this pack.
Beacon in place.
And then like look there. Is there a hack available?
Right, so they're probably going to be pushing further in here. Maybe your team's there. Maybe you put your pack there. Maybe you don't because it's so much in their backline. Maybe your teleporter stays here until we get this corner. But you can certainly run around these. And then you're going to hang out here and see if you have a hack. That's great. Because most of the team would probably be here-ish, right? Mm-hmm. So you'll be out of line of sight. And like we always say, you want to see, but not be seen. So a main tank comes over here. Gotcha. We're going to throw a... and then maybe even immediately get out. Right? Get that hack off. get around the corner, maybe set up over here. Like right here's sick too. As they come around that corner, you can hack, and there's... Oh, here's something that new players don't realize. The less people you shoot in a group, the less in the low metal ranks, because remember, they're really not on comms, they're not conversating well. If you can isolate a player and shoot them, there's like a 50-50 chance they're not in comms and they can't say anything about it. The moment you hit more than one person, they turn around to see what it is. So when you're on a Tracer or a Sombra, do your best to just kind of hone in on one. Just try not to hit the other ones, and there's a 50-50 shot, no one turns around for you. It's solo ladder trolling at its best. There's another cool pack. There's a couple packs back here, and hardly anyone comes out here. So there's one here. Then there's one here. And then this is your high ground, if you want it. If you're on Sombra defense, this is fun.
Translocating.
No one looks up here. Just let them around the corner. But honestly, this is pretty hard to... I mean, it's whatever. It's not like her gun isn't great. I mean, it's powerful from mid-range. Just as long as they're not huge, long sight lines, which they're not, so... This poor guy. Dude.
Sad.
I know. Yeah, I mean, he lost 15 games in a row. This is what happened. He's a husk of a man. Poor guy.
Beacon in place.
Yeah, dude. Now you got a light show you look at. Any questions on the Sombra Eichenwalde?
So, okay, when you put your health or your teleporter by the health pack that's at like the front of this building.
Over here.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Um, so here would be my concern. I think in the low metals, well, actually, like I know in the low metals, everybody knows that pack exists. The other two, especially the one that's farther to the left, not necessarily. So that's why I would go with those.
It depends on where the team is, though, because
Yeah.
the reason I say this one, because we weren't around this corner yet, is because when you disappear in front of them, inevitably, because you're going to be taking damage, right? So you disappear. It's going to show you shooting back this way, and there's only 2 outs. And they're going to corner you and kill you. So I was like, oh, make sure your teleporter brings you back to friendly territory. So back here, they'd have to get through my whole team to come get me. But I don't think hardly anybody really uses this mega back here. I mean, this would be sick. It's just unfortunate that you don't teleport without a tail. Like, because when you teleport, it's going to show you go, zoop. But I bet back there, they're going to have a harder time finding you in the low metal ranks. Who the fuck goes back there? Than if you got sucked way back there. That's easier to find, I think.
Right.
So I guess it depends on where the teams are, but you're right. That's a great mega. Nobody knows about that one.
Well, and it also depends. I mean, like, let's be real. It's bronze. We don't necessarily have, like, full team fights. There's a lot of trickling that goes on.
Right. So that could just be your home base while you kill everybody, and it's no big deal.
Yeah, that was my thought. Because I know when I put my teleporter by that mega in front, the one that you were just by, it gets destroyed 80% of the time.
No, even when your team's up here?
Yeah. Somebody will go find it because it's bronze, and so everybody's all over everywhere.
They're way up here fighting with you guys on this mound and shit. Okay, well, all right. Then I would still use the pack, but I'd put it there.
There. Okay. That's fair.
No, what you said was fair. I mean, we got to take into account that different levels play different ways, and the whole idea is to just keep your teleporter safe. And you know how I feel about putting it right on the pack. It's usually a very bad idea. But with your whole team in front of you, I really didn't think, but you're right. All right, so here's another one. A lot of people with Sombra should make sure they can do the teleporter through things, because it does save you a ton of time. Right? You can... You want to get back to the fight on A. Don't go through the thing. Come on over. Boom! Suck it! Right. Also, as a Sombra, if you want to be super cheeky, point A, you can do this. It's a 2-step teleporter, though. but I found it doing monkey because I wanted a way to get monkey to the back line. So if you throw it on top of this, Omnic,
See you later.
then you wait for your thing to come back up. You can, is it that way or this way? Just throw it as hard as you can that way. And now you're in. And now you can go touch and your teleporter's back up. You didn't have to like go around anybody. You can just go right over that. Right over that roof. For peel, like to touch here and get point. So many heroes can do it, and yet so little people ever try it. And it's the easiest way to win these kind of fights, especially in the low metal ranks. It progresses the dance to where you want it to be, which is more by the point rather than your spawn. You know, like it's easy peasy.
That's fair. Would you play Sombra on defense over Sim on this match?
No. I would play Sim just because of how easy it is in the low metals. But once we got to point B, I would then swap to Sombra because it's so much more fun and impactful. And now whatever they swap to handle Sim is usually not great to handle Sombra. So now they've made swaps, and now I'm in their shit again. Maybe they'll make more swaps, and then when I come back to point 3 on defense, I'd probably swap back to Sim just to be a dick. But point B on any of these transport maps, you can get a lot more value if you have yourself a nice flanker in your pocket, like a Sombra, rather than, say, a Torb on this or the Symmetra. Like, those are so good for these point A and Cs, but not B.
Always leave yourself a back.
I don't think I have any other questions.
This has been fun. Do you think this will be worthwhile? Like, people will actually get something out of it? Or do they have to be Sombra mains, maybe?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's interesting, but of course, like I'm really focused on Sombra lately. So,
You know what?
what?
My work just messaged me anyways, so fuck it.
Mm.
That's it, folks. Goodbye to the llama. Thank you, Neurocindy. Back to work.
Overwatch chews up and spits out the new. Can 6 hard-stuck bronze defy the odds and dominate Elo hell? Will the bandits be dedicated enough to master their heroes? Will infighting keep them from achieving plat greatness? Catch up on all episodes now. The 12-week experiment and learning experience has begun.
Now YouTube has the same features as our Patreon. You can join right through YouTube, get your Discord benefits, get special emojis for the live premieres. Check it out right under the video where it says join. Support the llama in his quest to bring knowledge to the low rank medals. Do you like daily VOD reviews? Do you want to see more? Do you want to see it in 4K? Do you want to see live scrims? Do you want him to do more of the Bronze Bandits? Well, then support the channel. And this is one of the best ways. We've got hoodies, t-shirts, leggings, water bottles for you athletes. And look at this cute gear. Oh, it's so good. That's right. You want an angry llama dress? You damn straight. Look at these. They're so good. All right. What about t-shirts? Yeah, we got those too for everybody. Look at all these shirts. Fantastic. Support the channel and look pretty sweet all at the same time. Yeah, and we have pink hoodies, you damn straight we do. What about this though? All sorts of fun things. Socks, cell phone cases for like every kind of cell phone. Oh man, it goes on, and even some stickers. Okay, help the channel today. You can...
Do you want to climb with the llama? Then you got to join the farm! Only 30% of the llama's viewers are subscribed. What horror! How can you expect to climb without the llama's daily VOD reviews? Okay, hit your hooves on that sub button and we'll continue like none of this ever happened.
Well, hello. Now we have a place to call the farm. You can't stop by and eat the hay bales. But now we've got the Discord, where the llama is there, the farmer is there, there are foremen and farmhands, and even a few alpacas. questions, why don't you join us on the Discord, have some fun with the llama, and see what the farm is all about.